Okay, you wanna record, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tuned?
It should, yeah.
Can you play your A?
Sorry?
Can you play your A? I'm checking your A. Okay, I'm ready. You can start when you are ready. Okay, very good. Um, did you notice your descending? So when you go back from the high pitch on E string, the intonation when you go back is not as good as when you go up. Especially when you shift from this one from E flat to D. The distance is just a half step, right? So it's very close. And then the next one is from B flat to A. It's also half step, right? Yeah. Can you do another question is I wonder why you didn't use the whole bow. You use only the upper half
Oh.
because of the tempo marking.
Tempo is 72 for every three notes.
Yeah, but we can do like what you did is you start from lower half and then you right. This is how you played. What about because you see the uh, suggestion? It says students are encouraged to play. Oh, excerpts. Sorry,
Yeah.
but I think we can also play scales beautifully, musically. So, did Dr. Hayes suggest to use more bow when you go up to the high pitches?
Yes, I think he did. Like, it's a bit hard because, like, trying to focus on my left hand, so.
Okay. What about we slow down a little? What about and pay attention here? This one and then this one. So you see, I use almost the whole bow, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So play a little slower and try use a little more bow and pay attention to the D natural and A natural when you um, go down.
B natural?
D natural
Oh, D natural.
and A natural. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This D natural sound should be a little higher than you thought. It's very close to your first finger note, right? Can you play back and forth? Finger one, finger three. One, three, right? Is it one, three?
Yes.
Yeah, can you play back and forth? Okay, can you connect them? Play the one bow stroke. Connect these two notes. And then up bow play the same. So Yeah, very good. So the feeling is these two notes are like twin brothers, right?
Hmm.
Very close. And then let's continue to the next group. So, and th- okay, yeah, this note A sounds better. Yeah, I think you made a bigger sound when you use a little more bow. Yeah, you played a little louder. Um, and I think louder also means confidence. Will you play behind the screen or you will play the committee members will see you're playing?
No, it's blind.
Okay, so yeah, so as I said, the if behind the screen they cannot see your body, but they can imagine, they can guess you are tall or slim or right. So I think generally speaking, if you can make a bigger sound, then you can show more confidence to them, right? I think Dot Hayes wrote a 40 at the beginning, right? Is that his writing?
Yes.
Yeah, so keep the 40 because if you don't use a little more bow when you play high pitch, it sounds weak. I mean, when you play the if you use the same amount of bow to play the that sounds weaker than the low pitch, I think. Okay, the last thing, very good, very good. The last thing is I suggest you to considering moving your contact point to get closer to the bridge when you play on the E string. I see you set your bow, the contact point, steadily, like in the middle, right between the fingerboard and the bridge. But remember that the when you play on the G string, the contact point is closer to the fingerboard, and you play on the E string, the contact point should move to the bridge side. Okay, let me demonstrate one. So, can you see my contact point?
Yes.
Okay. You see, when I play on the E string, my bow is here, not compare, right? I'm making a different tone color, right?
Hmm.
So on the G string is darker, and on the E string is brighter. Um, the E string is natural. It's naturally brighter than the G, right? But we can make this more obvious. So and then when I go back to the first position, I move my bow back to the middle part of the contact point. Okay, your turn. You can watch your contact point if you have memorized. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I already saw the difference. And remember, you need to keep up closer to the bridge until you go back to the this note. You kind of give up on halfway, like you did keep your bow closer to the bridge, but you you move your bow back to the middle part when you at the fourth position. So remember, keep closer to the bridge. until. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. Yes. How do you like that?
It's better. I like it.
Yeah, I think you are making you are changing the tone colors. The first time you played, I heard just one color, and you're making a bigger sound through this. So more bow, and remember move your contact point, right?
Mhm.
So that's my main suggestions in this one. So use a little more bow and move your contact point and pay attention to your D natural and A natural. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's go continue. Yeah, intonation was almost perfect. But the same suggestion, can you answer yourself? I mean, I'll give you the same suggestions as the first scale.
Oh.
Can you answer yourself what what things you can improve in this?
Um, intonation coming down.
The contact point. You did
Oh.
not move your contact point on the E string.
Okay.
So you need to move your contact point closer to the bridge on the E string.
Oh, I thought I was watching that.
Okay, can you do a little more obvious?
Okay.
Moving your contact point?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, good. Very good. You have a metronome, right?
Yeah, I have one on my phone.
Are you planning to play the same tempo 72 for this scale?
Yes.
Okay, so da 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 dee da 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 da. It's way faster than what you just played.
Yes.
So you see, although the first the B flat major scale, the tempo is also 72, right? But
Ah, it's frozen.
Frozen?
yeah, I can still. Oh, it's good. It's good now. So did you notice that the tempo marking for the B flat major, it wrote door? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So for the B flat major scale, it wrote dotted quarter note equals 72, right?
Yes.
But for the G minor, it's quarter note, not dotted. So for the B flat major, it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, right? And for the G minor is 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? So it should be. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, so the tempo marking is the same, but the value is different, right? the value of the note is different. Okay. Do you want to move on or review this scale?
I think review it one more time.
Okay. So 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is 72. And keep watching your contact point.
Oh, just G minor or B flat?
G minor.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. I find one thing very interesting that you in both two scales you play right, and so these two twin brothers notes, the
Frozen again?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just there's several seconds,
Yeah, froze.
several seconds frozen there. I cannot hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so my question was, you play the same notes in both and you play these four notes in both two scales, but you played your G minor in tune much better than your major scale. Do you know why?
I think it's because the minor doesn't have a reach. Say for the major, I have to reach my forearm and reach back. So like, my hands might.
Oh, I see what you mean. Um, but I think the main reason is in the major scale, you play three notes per bow, so you have to connect, right? And then in your major scale, but in your minor scale, you play one note per bow stroke, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so remember, to improve your intonation in your major scale, you need to make the connection and feel that connection. As I suggested, play these two notes back and forth and feel where the exact spot this note and where the A natural is. Play these two notes, just use one bow stroke back and forth and use your muscle to memorize the exact spot. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. I want to spend a little more time in your Mozart because I think the intonation in your Mozart is not as good as other two.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start whenever you are ready.
No.
Okay. Um let's okay, let me give you the first suggestion. So the beginning, after you have a rest notes, right? So I think you lift your bow too high. So you see, I just cross the strings and get ready for the next pickup notes. What I mean is the rest notes does not mean you have a rest here. The rest notes means you use the rest notes that time, that limited time, to prepare for the next note.
Mm-hmm.
So what you just played is this way. You kind of reset your bow, right?
Yeah.
But it's not necessary. You can train your arm. So you see the up and another up, right? So the motion, the efficient motion is and just cross the string from E to the G. And your left finger should get ready, right? First position and then right? So right? Yeah. Did you notice that you lift your bow above the string and then across the string and then reset? So you kind of flew your bow from the E to the. But what about just walk across, not jump? It's yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this way you can give yourself a plenty of time, because if you so this is E string level, this is G, right? We can do this. So this is vertical motion, right? This is a fast, this is a shortcut, right?
Yeah.
So the first time you play this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's much slower. So just stop your bow and then cross and then play. So stop the bow, cross and play. Not stop your bow, leave your bow off the string and then reset on the new string. That takes much more time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this way can also help you bite the pickup note, right? It's not right. So every short pickup note starts from the string, right? Yeah. Another thing is, it's better that you can vibrate the high D C sharp. So yeah, yeah, yes, very good. Um, so the very beginning, the first note, did you play the two notes together?
Yes.
Okay, so you see, you are able to do right. So just apply this to what we just talked. So right. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Did you get the point that I want you unify the articulation? So the first one you did well. So you are able to play, right? You never lift your bow there. So stop the bow, cross, and then bite and play, right? And then the next one is the same. Do you agree? Yeah, so keep the same way. Now let's continue from where we stop. Okay, Braden. I heard, even in your YouTube recording, you missed the grace note. You know, in this piece, the trio notes you should play from the note above the printed note. Do you know that? So, for example, the trio was written above the note B, right? Right? But this trio, you should start from C sharp. Did you notice this in the recording? Let me check. Let me check the sample recording. Yeah, yeah. This is about the style, more than style. So, not from, but from the note above. That means, so if you start the trio from the note above, the printed note, that means you need to place down the grace note before you play it. So left finger should be ready. In this measure means your third finger should drop down on the fingerboard before you bite. So yeah, but give a little more weight on the grace note, otherwise we cannot hear you. Yeah. Kind of emphasize. Yeah. And then apply this to the 1 to 2 lines later. So that's measure 24. So it's not, but yeah. Do you feel weird to start from the note above?
I played it before, but like I didn't really consider it. Just
Okay, let me check. Let me check the recording. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from the note above. So you always play the trio by the grace note by the third finger, right? So that means your second finger for the printed note, and the third finger for the decoration must be placed down on the string at the same time, right? Right? So
hello.
following two. Is it frozen again?
Okay, it's fine now.
Okay. I think if you play the trio notes in this way, the following 16 notes, 2/16 after every trio sounds more clear. because the way you the first time you played, if you play from the printed note, you spend a little more time comparing start from the note above. So I think starting from the note above can also help your 16th notes after the trill. Okay, now let's go back from your 16th notes group. Did you have difficulty playing this 16th scale?
Yeah.
I heard you missed some notes.
Mm-hmm.
The um, did you notice that you missed some notes?
Yes.
Uh, can you give me a reason?
I just
Because the tempo is very fast, so you kind of do not want to drag, so you want to push yourself, or because the string crossing, or because the finger pressure. What make the difficulty here?
it's like my fingers just get like tangled.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. What about this way? You slow down the tempo a little and try keeping the least finger pressure. What I mean the least is that you know how to play the harmonic, right? Like this is harmonic, right?
Yes.
So the least finger pressure is just a little heavier than the harmonic. So, and then press down a little. You heard the note, this is D natural, but there's still a space between the fingerboard and the string. What I mean is, you said you tingle the fingers, right? So if you press down to the bottom, it will be. I feel this way my fingers are very busy and my fingers will get tired very soon. So instead of press down to the bottom, just kind of your fingers are like the legs of dancers and you dance on the spring. So do you understand? So the first way is another way is I keep the same bow pressure, but I just reduce the left finger pressure to make my fingers run faster and easier. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's try a little slower tempo and a little less finger pressure. Okay, intonation here. Check your intonation. This group. Okay, good. Continue. Oh, okay. Let me tell you. So throughout this line, you need to pay attention to the first position, the B natural on the A string, and the G natural on the D string. So this note, and then this note. So these two notes. Let's do one more time and be careful. These two notes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, continue. Okay, let's play a little faster, but still keep the least finger pressure. What about yeah, yeah, very fine. Let's move a little faster. What about Okay, I noticed at this tempo the clarity was not as good as the slower tempo. So when you run through this scale, the key is you need to keep not only the lightness of the fingers but also the evenness. Yeah, I heard it's a little bumpy when you play. Okay, so make sure every notes the it's about the timing of dropping down and lifting the finger. Every finger should feel the same way. So especially the pinky, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this time the clarity and evenness are better. So when you focus on the intonation, when you focus on the intonation, I think you might lack of the evenness. So that's why I suggest you zoom in and play very slowly. So once you improve your, is it frozen again?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so you have to balance between the intonation and evenness, or intonation and clarity. It's very hard to do these three things together. So you have to separate them. So slow tempo and focus on the intonation. Because once you get faster, I feel our brain, it's hard for our brain to organize these things together. So treat this line as your scale, okay? So you can also do 2 notes per group and 3 notes per group. What about, let's just experience, play 3 notes per bow. 3 notes per bow. So regroup this scale and keep in mind that keep the lightness, keep the finger pressure as light as possible. The left hand. 3 notes per bow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue. Yeah. this is a method, practice method that you can always regroup the notes to help your clarity and evenness. Okay? Did you jump? So that's measure 23. Did you jump to the third position?
The first position.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer the first. Okay. What about we start from here? The separate notes. And always keep in mind the lightness, the left fingers. Keep the lightness. Yeah, continue. So you stopped. Do you have any questions?
Oh no, I thought you want me to stop soon. So.
Okay, I didn't. But yeah. Um, so you see, this line, you have a half note on the down bow, right?
Yeah.
And then a quarter note, the value of quarter note on the up. That means you need to save your down bow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So slow your bow speed when you have down bow. And you need a fast bow for the up because you have a trill here, right? So slow down and faster up. So I mean, especially for the measure 24 and 25. Slow down bow and faster up. Okay, so the measure we stop here. You see the dynamic marking is 40 piano, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean, 40 piano?
The first note's loud, and then the other ones are soft after that.
Yes, yes. What about to make this contrasting more obvious? What about we vibrate the first note and spend a little more bow? So this way. So are you able to vibrate a little? It's not a big vibrato, but yeah, yeah. If you think about vibrating the first note, it will help. And spend a little more bow at the beginning of the first note, and then quickly release. So yeah, yeah. So the up bow should play as the same as the down bow. Your up sounds a little softer than the down. So are you able to play just the top note this way? So you stress, you address at the beginning, and then you release for the rest. So did you notice your down bow sounds heavier than your up? So your down bow is this, and your up is this. So down, up, down, up. Make them sound in the same way. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now let's add the other notes. So yes, it sounds better. Um, and because you are stretching the first finger, is this your way?
Yes.
So one, 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 right? It's very hard. I think you might. This might be helpful if you. Is it frozen again?
No. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So to play these three notes by the first finger, it's very difficult to keep the clarity. So, to keep the good clarity, I suggest you to think about the the G sharp note. Even when you play the A, imagine that you are moving your finger. So what I mean is you need think about what you will play in advance. In this particular measure, when you do the when I play the B, I already think about stretch my index finger back. Otherwise, that note will be late, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that also means you need to keep the lightness of the index finger because you need to move it and back and forth, right? So you have to keep the least finger pressure and think about this note before you play that. That can help you play the clearly. So okay, your turn. Wow, you made the difference already. So tell me what make the difference? What makes this difference?
I just made the first finger lighter.
Okay, okay, very good. Do you need to write it? Do you need to write anything down, or you can memorize? But
Mm. Mm-hmm.
okay, so would you like to continue the other two excerpts or another time? It's up to you. I'm free.
Can we do the first one, the Mendelssohn?
The Mendelssohn. Okay. Do you have particular questions in this Mendelssohn?
Yes. The tempo says 100, but like when I look at all the recordings, they play this section like a lot slower. So so should I play?
Okay, let me check. You know the tempo marking is only a suggestion. You don't have to follow that. And different orchestras play the same piece in different tempo. Let
Yeah,
me do a quick check.
but it seems like all
Um,
the recordings I've checked played it slow. Like,
okay, so you already checked. Then I think that's fine.
like
So what tempo you feel comfortable? 90?
um, right.
Okay. Okay. I I think that's fine. Just now your tempo was 88. But are you the type of person that gets nervous on stage when you auditioning?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we get nervous, we might push the tempo. So just now you played 88. I think that is fine because you might push the tempo to 90 or 92 when you perform it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to play this one? Okay, you can start when you are ready. Okay. Um let's go from the end back to the beginning. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, the last fourth measure. So it's similar to what we just played, right? So keep the
Oh,
index finger lighter.
no, no. I'm playing different finger. I'm playing the second A as a 2.
I see. Okay. Okay, but anyway, keep the index finger lighter. Even you shift. Okay, and then going back. There's one bowing question. That's in 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth measure from the beginning. Is it up, up?
Yes.
Okay, can you start from there? Yeah, continue. Okay, 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 good. Your up, up bow sounds fine, but I want to remind you that before you start the up, up, you need to stop your bow. Do not connect. Um, for example, the second line, that's measure 71, right? So, so rather than, and then the next one is the same. So stop the bow and then up, up. What I mean is, if you think about the musical part or the breath, if you sing this, if we were the singers, we will sing da la da 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 la da da, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than da la da 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 la da da. So that means you should add a little comma or a little breath between the first and the second notes. So kind of diminuendo. And then rather than, so you need a phrase. So every time when you have the up up, you need stop your bow and start the up up from the string. let me play the beginning. So it's. So I regard this at the end of the phrase. Do you understand?
Yes.
And then the next one is the new phrase. So and then do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about we set the bow on the string and start the first pickup from the string? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Okay, the end. You need to count. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You start the B too early. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Uh, your B sounds too long. So rather than so you played it this way, but it should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Can you count in your mind? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, it's better. Another thing that throughout the second line, the about the bow distribution, you see you spend much time on the down bow, right? And you have only 2 notes on the up, right?
Yeah.
So that means you need to save your down bow when you have long notes on the down. So this one. So rather than because I see later you play this way. You have to jump your from the upper half back to the middle part. So what about we just use less bow for the down? So still too much bow. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, this way is right, and I think you can imagine that you add a diminuendo every time when you have a dotted quarter note. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So every time when you have a dotted quarter note, you can do kind of slow down your bow rather than the opposite way. The opposite way is you do right. Do not do crescendo, do diminuendo. So rather than okay. And I think overall, so far you played two and a half lines. The dynamic marking is pianissimo, but what you played sounds like piano. So how can you make the pianissimo happen? Can you tell me what things you can make for the
Um,
pianissimo?
closer to the fingerboard,
Hmm. Yeah.
then
What else?
lighter bow.
Like, do you mean less bow pressure?
Yeah, less bow pressure.
Is okay. And less bow, general the less bow speed, right? So spin the less bow rather than. And another thing is, you can you can lift your bow when you have up. You can still keep a bow hair on the string instead of. I mean the vertical motion. You can just leave a hair of the bow. Right? Rather than so reduce the height when you do the off string bow stroke. Reduce the bow height.
Mm.
Okay, even here you see here. So the dynamic marking is keep fortissimo, right?
Yeah.
But you were kind of making a swelling sound like we can just keep quiet. The ending very good. This time you count 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. The ending was fine. And see here, this phrase we just played, we have a dotted half note, right? So it requires us to save the bow more, right? So see how much bow I use here. So can you follow me? Just spend a little less bow speed. Yeah, it sounds quieter. And did you notice that you are making the sliding sound? You
Yeah.
are doing this. But this is Mendelssohn, so classical character, not romantic. So, are you using 4/4 for the? Are you using 4 and 4?
Yes.
What about? What about 4 and 3? And use 2 and 2 when you play from F to E. Because the reason is if you do 4 and 4, can you tell me the distance between the. How far is this? What interval?
Full step.
Huh?
Full step.
Yeah, whole step, right? And the distance between the F natural and E natural is narrower, right?
Yeah.
So general speaking, if you want to use the same finger to play the two notes together, it's better to choose the narrower ones, right? So 4 and then 4 3 3 2 and then 2 2. So
Wait.
did you notice you still making the sliding?
Yes. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it sounds much better this time. You should use a pencil to write that down. So it's 0 and 0 to 3, 3 to 2, and then 2 to 2. And keep your second finger the pressure a little less. So and play the C natural by the index finger, right? Did you play the printed second finger or you use index finger? It wrote second finger.
I use first finger.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer index. Yeah. So remember to play this C natural, you don't need to shift. You can think about you stretch back. Because if you think shift, it's very easy to play this. Right? But we want to avoid the sliding. So I just stretch back. So okay, your turn. And remember this half dotted half note use less bow. So 1, 2, 3. Uh, I just realized that you finished the phrase by a down bow. It's very easy to make the accent. What about the bowing? Let me check my bowing. What about finish the last two measure by a down bow? So to make that happen, we need to adjust. So check my bowing. So so I play a down bow on the note E. So, oh, I changed my bow here. Play. Uh, remember you need so just now you are doing this. You add a crescendo. So keep your bow on the string. one bow. Yeah. Let's review this. So down, up, and then down, down. Oh yeah, this time I heard a natural diminuendo, and this is what we should play, the way we should play. Now let's continue. Oh, by the way, you see here, the place we stop, you have two major rest notes, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what happens here? I mean the orchestra.
Um, they repeat the melody, I think.
The beginning, your melody, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what instruments play this melody?
The winds.
Oh yeah, perfect. Clarinet and flute. So what I mean, why I ask this question is because I want you keep counting, because only two rest bars. It's not 12, right? If we have 12 rest bars, we can just you don't need to count. You can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and but we have two measures. That means we need to think about and then you have your melody. So at least you need to count. For example, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right? Because you don't count, but the committee, they will count. I'm sure they will count. And if you not only counting the beats, but also think about the melody, it's very easy to catch the next your entrance instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Because sorry. Okay, so next time when you listen to the recording, think about sing the melody when you have rest bars to help you catch your next entrance. Okay? What about let's play from the beginning of this line and you count by yourself. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, it's just a little late because you didn't set your bow on the string. You should start the next note from the string rather than above. So this is the way you should start. Rather than this is very hard to catch the entrance. Put your bow on the string and then start. Okay, continue. Let's start from here and continue. Oh, intonation. Intonation is measure out of tune. The G sharp. The G sharp needs higher. Okay. Did you stay your index finger on the string when you play? I mean, did you keep your index finger on the string?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay, yeah. Now let's start from the next measure. Um, the ending, you see, we have a big crescendo, right? It's gradually, right?
Yeah.
It's growing. So that means the beginning, you should drop down or use even a less bow to make that growing happen. So what I mean is this one. You have sforzando. You bite at the beginning and then you need to release very quickly. Do not spin the bow to the upper half. So it's so. And then you need to use more bow on the up bows. You need much more bow on every up bow. Oh, the last note you have to play in tune.
Hello?
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, okay, it's good now. So the last note is very important. You need to check with the open string. So let's play one more time. Yeah, practice in this way. And remember the last line. Overall, you need to use much more bow on the up and save your down bow.
Okay.
Did you mark the bowing for the last second line?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, and remember you need to vibrate the last one because if you don't vibrate, it sounds vibrate. Yeah, yeah. And let's go back to the very opening. I would like to suggest an alternative fingering. If you like it, you can take it. Because the marked dynamic is pianissimo. You start from first position, right? This is your right.
Yes.
Um, I feel it's better to play the pianissimo on the G string fourth position. So what I mean is second finger on the G string. And then I shift here from fourth position to third position on A string. So let me repeat. So second finger on G string, that's fourth position, right? So and then shift here. You don't need to write it down, you can just experience the first note on G string second finger. Oh, Braden, see, one articulation was wrong. The first measure, you need to connect rather than jump. It's not. It's. and then shift back to third position. Yeah, try one more time. Okay, yeah, this is an alternative. If you don't like it, you don't need to take that. But remember, whichever fingering, you need to connect the and then the falling measure. Do not play this way. It's very easy to play this way. Did you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. So connect the first two. Okay. The last piece is Smetana, right? I noticed.
I don't think we have time for that right now. Can we?
Okay, yeah, but I want to let you know, you spend too much bow, and you do not play upper half, play lower half, because you have fortissimo, right, and sforzando. So the first note, do not travel your bow do not travel there. Okay? Can you try just at the beginning? Just at the beginning. Okay. Did you know you are using? We don't need that much, but I think more about the gravity. Use the arm weight rather than use the whole bow. Okay, I see the. Okay, you need thinking this way. It's the tempo is very fast, right?
Yeah.
So when the orchestra perform this, they count in one. It's what tempo did you play? Okay, you don't play 138, right? What tempo you play?
Uh,
Okay, it's about 130
yeah.
or maybe 126. So this is 126. So if I play the, is this your tempo?
Yes.
Okay, so the whole orchestra will play the beginning together. And I think you instead of thinking about the horizontal or the bow speed, think about the vertical, the gravity. This so you see I'm using the lower half, right? If I use the upper half, will be this. Compare. Yeah, yeah. So the opening you should keep the same volume and same density. I didn't hear the density because you travel your bow this way. And this way, I heard you release the bow a lot between the bow stroke, but you should keep the density. I mean, sorry. So rather than, did you notice the difference? There's no time release. You are making the releasing sound, but that's more. This is a Smetana, no Mozart. So if we play Mozart, we can play. But Smetana always keep the bow pressure on the string. Oh yeah. You are getting my point. So less bow, more bow pressure, okay, and the lower half because it's much easier to play. Compare. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Compare lower half, balance point, not middle. Do you know the balance point of your bow?
Yeah, it's like right here. Yeah.
Right. So it's not the middle point of the bow, right?
Mm.
So that means do not play around the middle part. Use the lower half. For throughout this excerpt. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, did we set another lesson on Friday?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So on Friday we can start this smetana.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Do you know which part?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today
Okay.
we go through the skill and number 3, right?
And one.
And the 1. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
谢谢周老师啊。
哦，不客气。
今天2个小时了已经
他他那个我下一次会再提醒他，但是你要就是说你提醒他，他现在还有半个月是吧？还有10天，
还有不到10天吧，应该。我看
就是那些很快的sixteenth 16分音符一定要慢练，
OK。
一定要慢，因为他有的时候吧，他拉的不清楚不均匀，就是因为它不够慢。你慢如果慢下来，如果你都拉的不够匀的话，你快起来是不可能匀的。
是的，是的。嗯哼。
然后还有就是他现在可以开始训练自己，就是他一共有3个曲子，对吧？他每一个曲子之间，他自己练的时候不要马上就过5-6秒钟就马上拉下一个，他可以过比如说15秒钟，
OK。
就是你每一首曲子之间你要去想，你下一首拉的曲子跟你现在拉的这个风格有什么不一样，你不要拉3个曲子拉的都是感觉是一样的。所以你给你自己10到15秒钟的时间休息一下，思考一下我下一个曲子是什么速度啊？我应该从弓子的哪一个地方开始拉？然后心里面去想一想这个开头第一句是个什么感觉，可以在心里面唱一唱。因为我看他那个 YouTube video 他拉的有点急，就是每一个曲子之间他大概就空个5秒钟，他马上就拉了。
明白了。
啊，你空的时间稍微长一点，也给那个评委他们，比如说写评语啊，或者他们那个脑子也要休息一下，想一想下一个曲子。所以说休息的时间长一点，其实对自己有好处。
好的，好的，明白。
好，那我们星期5还是你的2点是吗？
对对对对对。
好的，好的，那我们今天就算1个半小时吧，好吧？
好。
好的，那下一次见。
谢谢周老师。
好的，好，拜拜，
谢谢，拜拜啊。
拜拜。